Bernie sells houses,
competing with multiple offers,
and much more.
And that's what we're talking about today.
Let's roll.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Rob and Ange Real Estate Show. I'm Angela O'Hare, your favorite Las Vegas realtor.
And I'm Rob Hau, Rockstar Realtor.
And welcome to episode 22.
Yes, 22.
22.
And, yes?
Well, we kind of have some news for everybody.
Yeah.
We are going to be taking a little hiatus.
Yeah, man, we're gonna need to.
Yes.
Actually.
With us being super busy, and finding time to record this show has been like pulling teeth sometimes.
Yeah.
And to meet, to talk about the show and to actually physically record the show once a week.
It's a lot of production.
It's a lot of production, and to stay on top of our own channels. So we decided to take a little hiatus.
Yes.
Once we get things rolling and more comfortable with our schedules, then possibly we'll come back.
Yeah, we might have some little surprises in store in the future, and we'll visit each other's channels. I mean, that's what we're going to focus on a little bit, is our own channels, and then maybe swing back around to the Rob and Ange channel. And, you know, I just would want to tell people there's a lot of information in these episodes that we've done. There's 22 episodes.
Right. And
there's tips on every one of those episodes. So if you really are looking for real estate tips, find them in there.
Yeah, lots of golden nuggets.
Yeah, and because this is going to still be active, we're still going to be, we might circle back around and,
maybe post a video once a month.
Yeah.
Possibly, and do special appearances on each of our channels.
Well, our goal has always been to do as much of this as possible. The problem is that we don't have quite yet the things in place to help us be more free to do this.
Right, exactly.
So I think that's what we're going to focus on a little bit, and focus on also our channel, and then how we can get more support so we can be here doing more of this kind of stuff and really putting together even better shows in the future.
Exactly, because we just haven't had time to really develop characters that we like to do. When we originally thought of this channel, the concept was supposed to be like Saturday Night Live type, Newsweek or news,
entertaining and funny.
Exactly, with skits and so forth. But again, we're just so busy that we don't have time to think of our fun characters which we want to bring.
Yeah, it takes effort to make it funny. It takes effort to make it fun and entertaining for everybody.
Right.
And when it's stressful for us, I think that kind of reflects probably in our show. So we don't want to do that. We want to make sure that it's awesome for everybody. This show is still going to be awesome. So even though we're telling you all this, you're going to need to stick around. We got a bunch coming up.
Exactly. And you can always visit Rob's channel at Rob Hau, Rockstar Realtor.
That's right, on YouTube.
And my channel, obviously, Angela O'Hare, your favorite Las Vegas realtor.
That's right.
Okay.
Look for little appearances and things we'll be doing over there.
Yeah, we'll do our monthly market updates together still.
We'll do that on your channel. And I have a couple of ideas on mine. So
so stay tuned for that.
That's right.
So I don't know if everyone noticed last week what was going on with all the Bernie Sanders memes.
We was feeling the burn.
And I actually got a kick out of it, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And there's quite a few people that didn't understand and thought, well,
why are you guys, there's so much other things in the world.
But you know what? This just takes away from all the craziness that's going on.
Well, it really did lighten up the mood a little bit. It was fun, I think. And
I took part in it.
Yeah, I shared, when I found this on, actually it was a client of mine that said, hey, what's up with this? Is this for real? And I was like, oh my goodness, this is
genius marketing.
Right
so
here.
Our picture of the week is Rob said, his client sent him a picture from like Redfin.
A listing. No, it was a listing that I was sending them from the MLS.
So the main picture in the MLS was of Bernie in front of the house.
That's right. You got
Bernie with mittens
in front of the house. And I just thought, that's hysterical. I mean, here's this modest house, just, for no really other reason would you have like any kind of press on this home. It would just be for sale, and of course that's great. But would you have any press on this home? No, you wouldn't get anybody. So here it is. We found it, and I thought, geez, we should definitely expose. This is genius. I mean, when you get a seller that wants to have fun and says, yeah, well, that'll give my property more exposure.
Right.
Smart.
But then they may think it's a joke, too. It can go both ways.
You can always pull it down if somebody does. I think for people are, by the time this even airs, people are going to be a little burnied out, I think.
Yeah.
They're going to be burned out
from this.
I saw this one with the Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah. I mean, I saw a bunch of great ones.
I mean, there's a lot of great ones, yes.
But it reminds me of that there's been a lot of suffocating air in the room, so to speak, when it comes to media and social media and what's out there. And that has a lot to do with political stuff, presidents. And to me, it's a signal of how, like, kind of, there's more air in the room.
Right.
And maybe some of that air is allowing for silliness, which is, I think it's perfectly great. I did see a couple people going,
why is everybody making fun of Bernie?
You know, real strong supporters of his. A couple, you know, they took offense to a couple of them. But I think you got to let it ebb and flow. You got to, you know, I mean, come on. Bernie made his own shirts and sold them, and then he gave away the profits to what was it? Meals on Wheels in Vermont. I think that's what he did. So, I mean, that's a good thing.
Yeah. Now we're going to go over the tip of the week, which is competing with multiple offers.
Competing with multiple offers.
Which goes hand in hand with what is going on right now in the Las Vegas real estate market and also across the country, not just Las Vegas. If you're watching outside of Las Vegas, multiple offers has been a very major thing happening right now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if it's a highly sought after property, then it's going to get bombarded a little bit.
Exactly.
So what have you been experiencing, and what are you doing to help your clients deal with that?
Well, it depends on, you know, obviously as an agent, first we call and find out if there's multiple offers. And if they are, when we're writing up the offer, you know, I always bring it to my client and say, hey, you know what, there's multiple offers. If you really want this home, we may have to go a little above asking price. You know, how much are you willing to go above asking price?
Okay.
I usually suggest, say, we just went under contract with one home and it was listed for $429, I think. And initially we were just going to go $5,000 over, but we found that there was a multiple offer. So we decided to go $10,000 and $11,000 over. So it was $10,000 and 11, you know, plus one. So $11,000 over, just in case someone produced a $10,000 offer over, we were $1,000 over, kind of just like the whole Price is Right thing.
Okay, right, yeah.
The strategy. So obviously our offer got accepted, but you know, there's different strategy. Now the key is though, since it was listed at $429.
Right. Then you got to figure the comparables are around there, or they think that's what it'll
obviously,
for.
You know, I run the comps first before we even do any of this to make sure that, you know, okay, if it's worth $429, let's say $430 for all intents and purposes. What happens if, and then you're paying $431, what happens if it appraises at $415? Are you willing, or $420 or $430? Are you willing to pay the difference in cash? Because your lender is not going to lend over appraisal.
Yeah.
So if it appraised at $420, then and you offered $431, then you have to pay that difference.
Right. So one of the obvious qualifications to be able to be really strongly competing is to have some extra cash funds.
Right.
And I think there are reasons to want to do that for buyers. Number one, it sounds like, so this property, I'm going to guess it was in really great condition.
Yes, it was in great condition.
Remodeled, maybe?
Remodeled with a pool, Summerlin, of course.
Okay, so it's a really highly sought after home that is remodeled. I mean, if you think about it this way, if you bought a home that wasn't remodeled, you'd have to put a lot of money into it after you bought it anyways. So sort of like, because you're getting your money so cheap, you know, at 2.5, 2.4 something. I mean, such a low interest rate. That you might as well use that loan instead of pulling out cash to do a remodel. Find a home that's been already remodeled that you love.
Right.
And then compete for it. And even if you got to come in with a little extra cash, in the end, I think you actually save cash in your pocket.
Well, you know, initially he was going to put $100K down, and I just suggested him just do the 20%, so he still doesn't have the PMI, and then he has that extra cushion just in case it doesn't appraise accordingly.
Okay. So this is obviously a specific example where somebody has the ability to do that.
Right.
In other examples, you might not have that. So you're going to have to compete in as many ways as possible.
Right.
And my suggestions would be like, for example, a lot of times an FHA buyer, they might not have a lot over the down payment. And so how do you compete? Well, you want to make your offer as clean as possible in that situation.
Yes,
so,
and when we mean clean, we mean asking price at least. And no concessions, meaning not asking for closing costs.
Yes, depending on the scenario. I mean, you got to take a look. And sometimes people have to find out the hard way.
Yeah.
They have to lose a few in order to figure out, you know what?
This ain't working.
I gotta make my best, to shoot my best offer. And again, this is the reasoning in my mind, and I think a lot of buyers' minds, is because you're getting your money so cheaply at the interest rates right now.
Right.
Ultimately, if you're comfortable with the payment, get the home in your hands that you want and fight for that home by doing the best offer in the best way that you can. Now, there are times that we'll see that a property's been hanging around on the market. Maybe it needs a little love or whatever. In those cases, then you have to judge and we'll help you judge, obviously. Right. We'll use our expertise to say, hey, maybe you don't have to come in with the strongest offer ever. You can ask for some concessions, but you have to be able to judge those things. And I think that's one of the things that we would like people to pay attention to with this tip.
Yeah, a lot of times the listings go on the market, and as a buyer, do not expect any kind of concessions. Do not expect to get closing costs. The only thing that I would ask is obviously for a home warranty, but if it was just listed, we know it's a hot listing, it's priced right. Bring your highest and best offer up front in the beginning.
I mean, it really, especially in a place like Summerlin where you're seeing things move like crazy. I mean, you just have to make those judgments, and you really have to listen to your agent, who is going to know. Angela knows Summerlin really well, so do I. We know what's moving and shaking, and we almost know sometimes when we're just completely firing one off and it's just not even going to happen. But we have to, I mean, we'll do that. We'll go through that process. But we want you to hear this now and maybe understand it later when you actually go through the process. This also is dependent on the market staying the way it is. So we will we will let you know, and maybe some people who have purchased homes before and they're savvy will see,
okay, the market's slowing down,
whatever, but we'll help you. We don't expect it to for a while, but we'll listen to your expert. That's what we're here for.
Exactly. We're here to guide you through the process and give you the most sound advice.
Get you a home and hit your goal.
Exactly.
And that's a wonderful thing to be a part of as a realtor.
Yeah.
The ultimate thing, buying a home, how you live and where you live changes your life more than anything, in my opinion. And so it's a really great thing to be a part of. And we're here to help.
All of this talking about multiple offers is bringing us to our market update.
Market is updating.
So last week, from January 17th through the 23rd, we only had 509 single-family homes that sold, compared to the week before, which was 662, 153 home decrease. But you got to figure that it was Christmas week, probably, because it's 30 days closing.
Yeah, that people were getting into escrow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
or not bothering to.
Not bothering to, as you can tell, as the numbers.
I think there was a few less people active out on the market. I think there probably was a few less listings active out on the market. So, some people just decided to wait to list their homes, and some people decided to wait to buy the home. And some people decided, no, my opportunity is right now. Some of those people might have been very smart to do so.
Yeah. Because I had 2 closings in January, and these were people shopping in December.
Yeah.
But it wasn't.
Me too.
Yeah, actually, I was still busy, but that's neither here nor there, right?
Yeah, you can't always base it off of where we're standing, right?
Exactly.
It is a measurement we can certainly use some of that information for.
Right. And the luxury market, it dropped from 21 to 15 last week, which was a 6 home sale decrease. Obviously, again, we can relate that to the holidays. From December.
The holidays. And I mean, there was a lot of strong numbers in the luxury market. I still think 15 is pretty good considering.
Right.
It's right in line with what happened in the single family residences.
Right.
So.
And I think January numbers obviously is not going to be as hot as last year December numbers, but I think come February, people are back out shopping. It's picked up a lot. I think February is going to be very.
Well, that is the big question, if you have one. And maybe for some people, I would say for you, it's probably not really a question. You think for sure we are going to get strong. But will we? That is the question. Will we do what we normally do, which is during the springtime, we get sprung. The market starts to get really active because a lot of sellers come out. Will that happen? Let's see. Let's find out.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't think. I just don't think
it's going to slow down, huh?
I don't think it's going to slow down, and I don't think the sellers are going to be coming out.
Okay.
Just because of just how, we were hit rock bottom at 1 month housing supply, the lowest we've ever been.
Right.
And, the sellers are slowly creeping up, coming out, but I just don't see many listings hitting the market. Yeah. And, we still have a month, 2 months down the road, and pray that come March, the sellers have been listening and want to list.
Yeah.
But where are they going to go?
That's obviously the motivation, the seller's motivations. What are they doing? Why would people be wanting to sell right now? I think one of the things that certainly could be in there in the mix is investors, but they're kind of stuck in some ways.
Well, I have actually a couple investors that are buying new construction.
Are they? Okay.
And buying it so that, they're just going to rent the houses out. They're buying new homes and then they're going to rent it out.
So I'm guessing they're buying in fantastic areas like Summerlin.
Of course.
And they're also hoping to play a part in just the cream of the crop area and have a brand new home up there.
Right.
That will basically hold their money, it'll hold the value or grow the value even. And then along the way, they get to collect some rents.
Right. And the rents are very high up there.
Right. Oh, I can tell you, I know. Because I've got them considering too. And I looked up the comps and I was like, I told him, well, this is one example. I told the guy, it's like, you're going to be able to get this much for this property.
Right.
And he's like, really? No.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So I was able to prove that to him.
Yeah.
And as long as you're not there, I did notice a couple of these small properties that have been hanging around. They bought small and they want to get the same price for the larger one.
Yeah.
They've been hanging around.
Well, don't be dumb.
And you'll get your money for your property.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's a good way. The people that have some cash, I think it's a solid storage
and
of your
that's
cash.
a good topic for another time whenever we do come back on the market about not investing, but buying in a master plan community and knowing that house is going to uphold its value.
Right.
And if it does go down, it's not going to lose as much value as some other areas.
Oh, right. Yeah, strong stays strong. That's what they say. So, there are certain products, if you will, that I do not recommend as highly to people to invest in because some of them will be the first to go down and the last to go up. Do you want to buy a property that does that? No, I want to buy the one that's going to stay strong. And even if I have to buy it at a higher price, if I have more, if it's more reliable, more certainty, I want to be involved in more certainty.
Right.
So
exactly.
That's what I say.
Well, that concludes our market update. Lastly, in the news.
In the news. There's stuff in the news. What's going on? Well, things are burning down, not just Bernie Sanders.
Yes,
well, this is not something to laugh about.
Right.
But there was this huge mixed-use apartment complex type thing over in Fort Apache and Tropicana.
Yeah.
That at 12 o'clock at night last week.
Right. During a windy night.
Was set on fire. $23 to $30 million project.
It was
up in flames.
It went up in flames. We don't know if it was set on fire, but I kind of wonder.
Seriously, at almost midnight.
It was a great night to have a blaze go, and it's super windy, and but it's a Elysian condo complex.
Yes.
So they have those all around town, or they have a few of them. They're building another one at Tivoli. I think they're part of the same group that's building them. But odd that would be the whole darn thing just went up in a blaze.
Yeah, that's kind of scary.
Yeah, why would that happen?
I think it was arson.
Well, you've got to wonder. And you know, we've searched this. This did happen several days ago, and we can't find anything more. There hasn't been any update about
I couldn't find anything in
found.
the review journal.
Yeah, so we do want to know if you know or you're seeing something out there, and you can let us know if we missed something, what the update has been. But this happens to be in my niche area, if you will, Summerlin South. It's right there. It's so to have such a huge fire go down in that area, and that this isn't the only type of fire that we've been seeing like this in town. There's been some strange activity when it comes to fires. And
all right, Californians, if you're burning down Vegas, you need to go. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, well, something's going on.
Yeah.
I mean, it could just be coincidence, but you know, I've been here all my life, and I just don't really see a whole ton of this type of stuff happen. Yeah. Sometimes, of course, fires happen. There's been some really, really sad ones in the past, but this, at least nobody was hurt.
But I mean, you just gotta wonder what's happening.
Yeah, that's fire.
Fire.
Burns.
Burns real bad.
Stay away. That's terrible. By the way, we wanted to bring you Beavis and Butthead Does Real Estate. That was one of the characters we were developing.
Yes, and I found the masks for it.
Yeah. So maybe you'll see that eventually when we can do that one.
Yeah, that would have been fun to do Beavis and Butthead. I am designing my new studio.
Ooh.
Can't wait. Gonna take this wallpaper down. The picture's gonna go. I have, if you remember, the dark gray walls. I may paint it black matte.
Okay.
Because then I got these nice wood, natural looking wood shelves.
That would be pop.
Yeah, that would pop right off. And then I've got a couple other things planned.
I do have one thing that I mentioned. I'm about to release my website for SummerlinSouthHouse.com. SummerlinSouthHouse.com, which is going to tie in all the videos that I've been doing on my channel as well. So I'm excited for that. Yeah. And I've had some help from somebody, and it's been pretty great. So. Yeah. And
can't wait to see it.
What else do you have going on? What any other news? She's just kicking butt.
I don't want to brag because then it makes me seem conceited, but
well, we both did really well last year. That's in the news.
And we're gonna owe some money to the government.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Unfortunately, when we came to this decision, it was sad because I like to rewatch some of our episodes. I especially love watching the best of 2021 with all the bloopers in there.
Super funny. Check that out.
Super funny. So it is sad that we are taking a break, but we have to do something that's best for both of us and mentally, physically. I need to start taking Sundays off.
This woman is working like crazy.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Well, look, we both have our things going on.
Right.
And we want to put things into where we can get them where it's an easy stroke for us. All right. Try it again.
Competing. All right. So no.
All right.
Oh, we now got to think of what to say.
Yeah.
And that's what we're talking about today.
All right. Is it? Oh, it's already recording.
Yep.
Oh.
We messed up.
No. Yeah. Oh. How long
it's still recording, but it's just because you can see it. I don't know. Since the beginning.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
It's because remember I wanted to do a sound test?
Oh, no.
Oh, well.
All right. Well, hey.
You know what? Hopefully the sound quality is good because we just realized that the microphones weren't plugged in.
We thought we had this down.
I know. After 22 episodes, you'd think we would have this down. Oh, well. What can you do?
Well, it's got sound at least.
It's got sound.
We've done it without sound.
Yeah. Hopefully the quality's still okay. If you still like this video, you know, hit the thumbs up button. Leave a comment down below. Yeah. Pay attention. We will be back in the near future. When, I don't know, but...
Let us know you don't want us to go.
Yeah, that would be cool.
We will be back, and so will the dogs that are barking.
Yes. Ozzy and Izzy will be back.
That's right. Especially Ozzy.
He likes the attention. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much for watching.
Rock on.
And do it peacefully.
And we'll see you
on...
Oh, we'll see you soon.
We'll see you not on the next one.
All right.
That was good. Peace out.